Hello, everybody, and welcome in here to the Great Bend Sports Complex. Tyler Henry alongside you, Brian Dennett, handling all of our production and camera duties today. So glad to have you with us for a very special regional installment of our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. It's elimination softball here in Great Bend as a pair of league rivals get set to go at it. The Ellsworth Bearcats taking on the Minneapolis Lady Lions. Let's go ahead and meet the starting lineup here for the Ellsworth Lady Bearcats as the first pitch misses high. Emma Moore, the starting pitcher, will lead things off. She'll be followed by center fielder Peyton Coonrod, left fielder Isabel Lindsley, catcher Kiana Haas in the cleanup spot today. Batting fifth, it's shortstop Joe Lindsley. She'll be followed by first baseman Peyton Tenbrink, right fielder Alexis Moore, third baseman Kelly Rodriguez, and DP Reagan Lundgren bringing up the rear of the lineup here today. Madeline Bedrowski will be the starting flex today at second base. And as this pitch misses high and away, the count will start at 3-0. These two already met twice back in the regular season, with both games going to Minneapolis in a sweep. You look at the two teams on paper, they're awfully close, but Minneapolis certainly had the advantage back in the regular season. Wins of 16-6 and 12-2. They will try to pick up right where they left off as this next offering is in for a called strike. And with that, let's meet today's starting pitcher, which for the Minneapolis Lady Lions will be Brady Weatherman, the junior making her 21st appearance, all 20 starts. She has tossed 91 1/3 as this ball is popped up high in the air. Should be easy enough work, and the catch is made for out number one. Parks there to glove it, and it's one down for Minneapolis. So as Peyton Coonrod comes to the plate here, want to once again go through just the numbers for Brady Weatherman. She has tossed to the tune of a 2.9 ERA this year, a 1.19 whip, but has some really impressive numbers in the circle. 125 strikeouts compared to just 31 walks and 8 free passes issued on hit by pitch. Weatherman trying to settle in, record a couple of early outs here as she will turn now to face Peyton Coonrod. Coonrod squares to bunt, gets it down, and then runs into it. So that's going to go down as a 2U, a free out given to the Lady Lions. And just like that, it's 2 up, 2 down here to begin this contest. That'll bring Isabel Lindsley to the plate. This is an Ellsworth team that has not struggled on the offensive end of things. Matter of fact, this is an Ellsworth lineup that comes in batting .417, but struggled to get much of anything done the last time they faced Weatherman. It was off to a good start with a couple of quick early recorded outs. Rise ball here, misses up and away. Count will start at 1-0. And these two teams met relatively early in the season. It was the fourth doubleheader for both sides as this ball is chopped back to Weatherman. She will pick it up, and the throw to first is in time. It's a quick 3-up, 3-down inning, and that'll get Minneapolis out of the top of the first unscathed. We'll step away when we come back. It's more regional softball here presented by Acacia. Today's game brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC. APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back in here at the Great Bend Sports Complex. Tyler Henry alongside you as we continue working our way through regional softball action. All these teams fighting it out for a spot at state just 1 week from now, but again, should be a good contest. Already off to a good start. It's now Minneapolis' turn to grab a bat. With that, let's meet the starting lineup for this year's Lady Lions. It all starts with second baseman Sydney Parks. She'll be followed in the order by left fielder Raven Kaiser, starting pitcher Brady Weatherman in the 3-hole, and first baseman Shelby Davidson in the cleanup spot today. Batting fifth, it's the third baseman Ashlyn Anderson, who will be followed by right fielder Micah Darnay, center fielder Bailey Randall Hunt, shortstop Miley McClure, and catcher Michaela Doring, bringing up the rear of the Lady Lion lineup here today. All of these players will have to face off against Emma Moore, who has a kind of uncharacteristic windup. It's something that you'll notice right away, not going to the full windmill and can sometimes mess with the timing of hitters, but this is a Minneapolis team that's had a chance to face off against Moore a number of times already this year with success. And trying to find more of that here in a big-time regional matchup as this pitch misses high and away, and the count goes to 3-1 here on Sydney Parks. Taking a look at Emma Moore's body of work this year, she's making her 11th appearance of the year. It'll be her 15th appearance of the year, her 11th start as that ball slapped into left field. That'll get down. It's a base knock here for Sydney Parks, and it's a great start for the Lady Lions of Minneapolis, a leadoff single to put him in business with Raven Kaiser coming to the plate. But again, to go back and finish that thought, Emma Moore has tossed 58 2/3 innings. She has a 7-4 record on the year and is pitched to the tune of a 3.9 ERA with a 1.6 whip. 52 strikeouts, 23 walks, has occasionally had issues hitting batters, 17 hit by pitch on the year. That attributes most of the teams this season. She will face left fielder Raven Kaiser now, who stands in from the right side. Kaiser looking to keep the party going here, and will send that. It's double play depth. It's bobbled momentarily. They will cut the lead runner down, and Raven Kaiser aboard at first with a fielder's choice as Sydney Parks is retired. So that'll bring Brady Weatherman to the plate here for the first time today. Weatherman trying to aid her own cause, and before I forget, let's run through the starting defense for the Ellsworth Lady Bearcats. It'll be Haas getting the start behind the plate, Tenbrink over at first, Dabrowski at second, and so we got a ball that's going to miss. That's going to find its way down the right field line, and easily taking second is Kaiser, who for a moment I think thought about maybe going even further, but thought better of it. Joe Lindsley is your starting shortstop today. It'll be Rodriguez at the hot corner. The other of the two Lindsley sisters out in left, Peyton Coonrod in center, and Moore, your starter, out in right. Interesting, too, with Ellsworth. You've got 3 sets of sisters on the field here today. Moore in the circle and out in right. 2 Coonrods on the team, 2 Lindsleys as well. But here it's the 1-0 pitch. It'll miss inside, and you see an aggressive secondary there for Raven Kaiser. She is ready to go if anything finds its way by. Moore trying to settle in, delivers the pitch. That'll be slapped out of play. Of course, if you are tuning in, you might notice we got things started just a little bit later than usual. Some rain coming down, and I do mean a lot of rain. Dumped down like a Charlie Brown rain cloud for just a moment, but has cleared off, and boy, really great conditions now on a cool, breezy Monday afternoon. This pitch call, the ball on the outer half. Ellsworth back to work with Weatherman at the plate. Weatherman's been good with the bat this season. Watches that inside. It's ball 4. And Brady Weatherman will take her base. It's 2 aboard here for the Lady Lions for the cleanup hitter, Shelby Davidson. Davidson tasked with trying to find a way to bring some of these runs into score. First pitch to her will miss high and away. The senior this season batting .361, slugging .672. And Davidson has not been shy about driving in runs. 22 RBI on the year. Will take a pitch here for a called strike, and the count goes even at 1-1. Davidson, one of 3 players on the team with 20 or more RBI. That's a good drop ball, and the count will find its way to 1-2. So the senior going to have to shorten up on the bat a little bit here. Pitch on the way, fights it off, and we will do it again. Of course, the game just across the way, delayed as well. We'll keep you up to date on all the latest here from the Hoisington bracket. And as far as we know, games to be picked up at Hoisington once again tomorrow. But here it's a 1-2 count on Shelby Davidson. Pitch on the way, misses high and outside. That's going to get by the catcher, and everybody moves up a station. Raven Kaiser will slide over to third. Brady Weatherman moves up to second, and it's 2 Lady Lions in scoring position with only 1 away. Great chance for the Lady Lions to strike first in this game. 2-2 on its way. Big swing and a miss. And Shelby Davidson down on strikes. It's the first K of the day for Emma Moore, and it's 2 down now for Ashlyn Anderson. Anderson's been good with the bat this year as well. She bats in the 5-hole. First pitch to her will miss right around the eyes there, and perhaps a little inside as well. But take a look at Alderson's body of work this year as the next offering will find its way outside. Alderson, a junior, batting .321 on the year, 18 hits, 16 RBI. Has come in to score 21 runs, shows off the speed as well as the bat. Takes a big cut there, falls behind, and the count goes to 2-1. Again, Alderson playing third here today. Right now, trying to bring a couple of runs in. Start imperative for both teams. That's something we heard from both head coaches, as this one misses inside, and the count goes to 3-1. 8 walks to 20 strikeouts this year for Alderson. Would love a free pass here to turn things over to Micah Darnay, and she will get just that. Bases loaded on the walk to Alderson. And they are juiced now for Micah Darnay. I think just trying to reorganize our umpires here. And we are good to go. First pitch to Darnay, drop ball, that'll miss at the knees. 4-1. Of course, now nowhere to put her with the bases loaded. It's Kaiser aboard at third, Weatherman at second, Alderson aboard at first. Darnay stands in, the 1-0 pitch. Called strike on the outer half, and the count goes even at 1-1. Darnay, a .418 hitter on the year, will foul this off. So the count goes to 1-2. But she's been good in spots like this. You look at what Darnay's done on the campaign. She's driven in 19 runs. She's come around to score 23 times. And she has been patient at the plate. 7 walks, only 3 strikeouts for Darnay this season. 1-2 the count here. Darnay digs back in, and there you see the patience. Boy, Moore almost got her to chase outside. Darnay able to keep the finger off the trigger. And back to work here with a 2-2 count. Pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss. And Moore is able to leave him loaded. A huge strikeout to get Ellsworth out of the inning unscathed. We'll step away, still scoreless here from this regional quarterfinal. Back with more when we return. It's our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
For over 90 years, when people go car shopping, they've been coming to Marshall Motors in Salina. Hi, this is Dan at Marshall Motors. The world has changed, but the way we do business remains the same. We promise you the right price, no pressure, and to be your trusted dealership for sales and service. For over 90 years, we've been treating people the way we want to be treated and watching them drive away with a smile and a great ride. Come see us in South Salina at Marshall Motors. We keep life moving.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Welcome back in here on our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Bringing you quarterfinal coverage here from the Great Bend Sports Complex. And for the Lady Bearcats of Ellsworth, it'll be Kenna Haas, Joe Lindsley, and Peyton Tenbrink to grab a bat next after a quick 1-2-3 inning by Brady Weatherman. Weatherman back to work here in the circle. A fresh inning to work with. Again, worked a quick pop-up and then a couple of groundouts back in inning number 1. And here almost gets a quick pop out there, but instead it's over the screen, and the count instead will go to 0-1. Kenna Haas, this season, the senior, batting .538. She's been one of the most fearsome bats in the league, a .708 slugging percentage. And here we'll watch one that misses well high to even the count at 1-1. But Haas has driven in 33 runs this year for an Ellsworth team that has several players sitting at or above 18 RBI. But even among those, she is the team leader by quite a margin. And that's led to a number of players pitching around her this year. As it looks like, I believe Brady Weatherman wants a towel there, perhaps to dry off the ball. Got to think still a lot of moisture around, even with the turf surface. Trying to get a grip on that softball. Going to be a challenge for everybody until things dry off. And, of course, could still see some precipitation come down throughout the day. But for now, Weatherman able to get the ball dried off. And ready to go with the 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Kenna Haas well out ahead of that one. We'll have to take a moment and shake that off. Again, Weatherman has been a high-volume strikeout pitcher all season long. 125 Ks on the year. And tries to get the chase on a pitch high and outside. An easy take there, though. And the count even at 2-2. Didn't have a chance to go through the Minneapolis defense. We'll do that after this at-bat, as the 2-2 to Haas is going to be fouled off. And actually, while we've got a moment, go ahead and go through them here. It's Doering behind the plate, Davidson over at first, Parks at second, McClure at short, and Alderson is your starting third baseman today. Kaiser out in left, Randall Hurt in center, and Darrenay is your starter in right. Here's a pick there for Brady Weatherman, who delivers the strike to first in time. And it's the second 1-3 of the day, as Minneapolis able to take out one of the most fearsome hitters in the lineup for the Lady Bearcats and bring Joe Lindsley to the plate. Lindsley's been good this year as well. Only a sophomore, one of the younger bats in this lineup. Batting .474 on the year, 27 hits this season, 15 driven in. But right now, tasked with trying to set the table against a pitcher that, like I said, had a lot of success the first time these two got together. Wins of 16-6 and 12-2 in the doubleheader of NCAA league play. Matter of fact, this is a very NCAA-heavy bracket, as here a swing and a miss will even the count at 1-1. Take a look at the 8 teams that are playing here in the Hoisington area. You've got Minneapolis, Ellsworth, southeast of Saline, and Beloit. As that swing and miss will bring the count to 1-2. So more than half the league. And if you think that these teams get tired of playing each other twice a year, here's a little bonus action in a game where it matters most. 1-2, slap down the line. That is going to be grabbed, but no chance to make a throw. And an infield single collected by Joe Lindsley. That'll be the first hit of the day for the Lady Bearcats, and it brings Peyton Tenbrink to the plate. Actually, they're going to say that was foul down the line. So Lindsley will once again pick up the bat here. 1-2 the count. Weatherman will deliver the pitch, and it's going to be taken to third this time. An easier play. Alderson's throw a little bit high, but Davidson is there to record the out, and it's 2 down here in the second for Peyton Tenbrink. Tenbrink, a senior, batting .397. Like I said, this is a team for Ellsworth. The offense has not been the problem. They bat .417. They slug .539 as a unit. Strikeout numbers not all that high either. It's been giving up the runs that has at times come back to bite the Lady Bearcats. First pitch, a called strike. That'll get Weatherman up in the count at 0-1. Tenbrink back in the box, ready to go, as that pitch is just a bit outside. And the count goes even at a ball and a strike. Every now and then you'll see one slip away. Again, like I said, you've also got to consider that field has got some dampness to it right now. It's part of why Weatherman wanted the towel. She's got that tucked into her hip pocket. Here's a big cut, and nothing doing there as the count goes to 1-2 on Peyton Tenbrink. Minneapolis has faced 5. They've put 5 away. 1-2 from Weatherman. Misses low. He saw Doering try to frame that late, but the count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tenbrink trying to set the table here. 2-2 pitch, misses inside, and all of a sudden the patient Tenbrink has fought her way back. She got down early in the count, 1-2, the count now full. Peyton Tenbrink on the year, 10 walks, only 3 strikeouts. Trying to avoid picking up a 4th here. Payoff pitch is just high. They're going to call it at the letters. And a walk to Peyton Tenbrink with 2 away will bring Alexis Moore to the plate. Minneapolis fans not a big fan of the call. But a fresh count to work with, and Alexis Moore at the dish now, the first lefty bat in the lineup for the Lady Bearcats. For what it's worth, Ellsworth comes in as the 5 seed today. That's why they're the visitors. Minneapolis the 4 seed. And both teams right about that 500 marker. Lady Lions 14-8 this year. Ellsworth 13-7. Big swing, another miss for Alexis Moore. Count goes even at 1-1. These two teams finished 3rd and 4th respectively in the NCAA this year. As an outside pitch is called a strike, and the count goes to 1-2. Now Moore's going to have to get protective. 13 strikeouts to only 4 walks this year. Moore one of just 3 Lady Bearcats with double-digit strikeout numbers on the year. The 1-2. Fought off there. Good job to keep the count alive. And continuing to battle here. Had a chance to talk with head coach of the Lady Lions, Brian Weatherman, in his first year, also the head coach of the women's basketball team, and talk to him about his hurler here today as this ball is going to be taken up the middle. McClure picks it up. Throw to first is not good. That's going to get by Davidson, and we'll see if they're going to try to wave anybody around. They will hold him up. Moving into second is Alexis Moore. And all of a sudden, the Lady Bearcats have an opportunity to jump out on top. It's going to be ruled an E6. Tenbrink moves up to 3rd, and Kelly Rodriguez will be next to bat here. But talking with Coach Weatherman about his daughter Brady, he said she doesn't have anything overpowering in terms of her velocity, but good movement, good placement, and is just able to locate her pitches where she wants them. And we've seen that a lot here already. Mixing speeds, mixing pitches, mixing locations, and doing a good job of keeping this Lady Bearcat team off balance. But right now, Ellsworth has an excellent chance to try to break this game open and give themselves the early lead. Weatherman trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Think back to the home half of the first. Don't forget the Lady Lions stranded the bases loaded. Now trying to strand a pair here, and Weatherman going to do it herself. Will record the out. And the Lady Bearcats threaten but do not score. We are still tied up 0-0 as we go to the home half of inning number 2 here on the Salina Regional Game of the Week.
Gabe with Sage Products in Salina, offering industrial strength products that get the job done right. We are featuring hospital-grade disinfectant sprays, wipes, and hand sanitizers to keep you safe this time of year. We carry toilet paper with a large assortment of hand towels. Check out our private line of colorful products like Mom's Streak-Free Glass Cleaner or our friendly Amazing Green Bowl Cleaner. Go online to sageselects.com, visit our 9th Street location in Salina, or call 309
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
Welcome back in here at the Great Bend Sports Complex. Still scoreless as we go to the home half of inning number 2. And for the Lady Lions of Minneapolis, it will be the 7, 8, and 9-hole hitters due up here. Bailey Randall Hurt, Miley McClure, and Michaela Doring. Your 3 due up here for Minneapolis. Second pitch on its way in for a called strike. That'll even the count at 1-1. Randall Hurt standing in, the center fielder, takes the pitch and swings right through. Count goes now 2-1-2. Seen Moore do a good job getting ahead in counts here early on and trying to do all she can not to fall behind. To be fair, this is also a Lady Lion lineup that's been good this year, batting .360, slugging for .549. 170 runs driven in for Minneapolis already this season. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. It's going to be the third strikeout of the day for Moore. All of the swinging variety, and that will flip the book over to Miley McClure down in the 8-hole. McClure, one of the only freshmen in this lineup. Randall Hurt, the other, of course. Those two batting back-to-back here in the bottom third as this pitch is in for a called strike on the inner half. Taking a look at the numbers here for Miley McClure, a .244 hitter on the year. Slugging .378 as this pitch will miss away. 6 walks to 14 strikeouts, but she's put up pretty solid numbers for a true freshman. 1-1, that misses well outside. You saw Haas jump outside to stop it. And the count to 2-1. See if Minneapolis can find a way to get an early base runner aboard here in their half of the second. 2-1 pitch, lifted, drifting near the line. Tenbrink looks up and makes a catch. Backtracking awkwardly, but able to record the out. And that is 2 away very quickly here following the pop-out. So to the 9-hole we go. It's catcher Michaela Doring. Doring split catching duties throughout the course of the season, but we've been told will be the starting catcher for a majority of, if not all, of the postseason contests for Minneapolis. Here taking the first pitch, it's a called strike on the inner half. Both of these teams finished out the year on a good hot streak. Each takes a 4-game winning streak into this regional tournament. As a called strike, we'll put Doring down 0-2. For Minneapolis, that was wins over Sylvan Lucas and Ellenwood. For Ellsworth, wins over Plainville and Republic County. That's a flare shot, but it hangs up long enough for the catch to be made by Coonrod in straightaway center. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning here for the Lady Bearcats. We'll step away, back with more when we return. It's the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
Opus Plasma Skin Resurfacing at Salina Medical Aesthetics is similar to traditional laser skin treatments. It uses thermal energy to produce anti-aging results as opposed to traditional laser energy. There's minimal downtime, and each session only takes about 45 minutes. Most patients see a noticeable difference with just one procedure. Treat moderate to deep wrinkles, fine lines, sagging skin, rough patches, poor skin tone, and sunspots. Opus is a fantastic treatment for anti-aging. For a free consultation, contact Salina Medical Aesthetics and learn more at salinamedesthetics.org.
Springtime is here and we're on the go. Visit Commercial Tire Center and get ready to roll. We're driving more and more and getting ready for springtime activities. From the smallest lawnmower tires to passenger tires, farm tires, and the largest truck tires. Call Commercial Tire for repairs that aren't tire related. Our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Welcome back in here to coverage of the regional softball tournament, the Hoisington Regional. And again, it's been an interesting week here. Of course, normally the 1-seed hosts, but facilities not quite up to snuff down in Gypsum at southeast of Saline. So this was originally moved to the 2-seeds host site at Hoisington, but then Hoisington's field got washed out, and we find ourselves here in Great Bend. Either way, good to be playing some softball here. And again, taking a look at the temperature is about 70 degrees, plenty of cloud cover, a little bit of sun peeking through as well, and hopefully the rain gone for good, but we'll see if we can stave that off long enough to get through this one. Brady Weatherman back out for another inning of work. She will face the 9-1 and 2-hole hitters. For Ellsworth, it'll be Reagan Coonrod, Emma Moore, and Peyton Coonrod, your 3 due up here for the Lady Bearcats, still in search of their first hit against the Lady Lions. So far in this contest, we have seen a total of 6 base runners, but only 1 hit between the two teams. Fresh count, Coonrod at the dish. First pitch from Weatherman will miss away. Coonrod is the DP here today, batting in the 9-hole. You've got Madeline Dobrinsky as the flex today. So Coonrod called upon to get a couple of hits, maybe get herself aboard and try to get things rolling for this Ellsworth offense. But a swing and a miss will even up the count. And trying to dig back in once again here. And cutting right through the pitch is Reagan Coonrod. Coonrod, the only freshman that has seen a plate appearance this year for Ellsworth. 1-2 from Weatherman. It's going to be a flare shot that'll find its way out of play. Coonrod's kind of become that second rollover type batter as she hits gets on base at a 404 clip. Hasn't driven in a crazy amount of runs, but has found her way aboard with 9 walks as the 1-2 will miss high and outside, and the count goes even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reagan Coonrod settles back in here. Weatherman looking for another putout, and she will find it. First strikeout of the day for Brady Weatherman. It's of the looking variety, and it's 1 down with the top of the order due up here in Emma Moore. Moore so far today 0 for 1 with a pop-up. That came back to the second baseman as the leadoff hitter here trying to get something rolling with 1 down for the Lady Bearcats, and will slap that ball into left field, but foul down the line. Good swing there for Moore, just trying to straighten that out as she was a little out ahead of it. So Weatherman gets a fresh softball here. Moore back to work once again. Didn't have a chance to give the seniors numbers, but they've been very good. Emma Moore, a .431 hitter, 25 hits on the year, 16 driven in, and she has come around to score 29 runs herself. That's good enough to lead the team. Perhaps more impressively, though, Emma Moore has the plate approach of a pitcher. 11 walks, only 2 strikeouts this season. And here watches a pitch from Weatherman that misses up and away. The count goes even at a ball and a strike. Weatherman leans back in. The 1-1 misses high. And Emma Moore trying to do what she's been doing all season long, and that's get herself aboard so they can get her around and get her in. And no one has scored more runs this year for Ellsworth than Moore, who will lift this high and out of play back behind the backstop as the count goes to 2-2. For as good as Weatherman's been at racking up strikeouts this year, has not done a whole lot of that the first time through the order. You wonder if the familiarity between these two teams may play a little role in that. You got to think most of this Ellsworth lineup, and Minneapolis too, have seen the opposing pitchers over the years in summer ball. I mean, across the board, these are players that know each other well. And that is shown the first time through the order here as the payoff pitch misses low and inside, and there it is. Emma Moore is going to reach on another walk. She thought about turning and taking a look at second, but instead Moore will hold up. And it's a 1-out walk to Emma Moore, now for Peyton Coonrod. Peyton recorded the rare 2U. She hit one down the line, ran into her own bunt, and was called out that way. But again, Peyton Coonrod's been very good this year as well. .452 hitter on the year. Here reaches out, lays down a bunt, picked up by Weatherman. The throw to first is in time. The throw back to second, not good to get Moore. But the sacrifice bunt will move Emma Moore into scoring position with 2 away for Isabel Lindsley. So it falls now to Lindsley to try to get this going and bring in the first run of the day, perhaps. I know I gave the numbers before for Isabel Lindsley, but they just don't seem real. You don't see many players that bat .470 with 31 hits at this point in the year. Lindsley's been good about bringing runs across as well as the runner takes off for third and will be in there without a throw. So credit Emma Moore there with a stolen base, and now Ellsworth's got the potential go-ahead run just 60 feet away. Pitch from Weatherman outside there. Lindsley, I think, expected her to bring it in on her. And the count goes to 1-1. The Lady Bearcat left fielder at the dish. The 1-1 pitch missing away. And they're going to call that a strike. So the count goes to 1-2 here. Lindsley going to have to get protective. Grounded out back to Weatherman, her first time up. One of 3 batters the first time through the lineup to do so. The 1-2. That is going to be taken foul down the first base line, as Davidson did her due diligence and tagged the bag, but the count stays at 1-2. Moore's got good speed over at third, but again, that doesn't mean a whole lot right now. Anything in the outfield should be good enough to score her, but no chance of a sac fly or a squeeze play. It's going to have to be a base hit for Lindsley. The 1-2 misses high and away. Count split even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brady Weatherman trying to keep that goose egg on the scoreboard where the Ellsworth runs are recorded. The 2-2. That is shot to first, but the catch made by Davidson, and that's going to keep a run off the board. The lineup will send us to the home half of inning number 3, still scoreless on our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back in here. Quarterfinal regional softball action here from the Great Bend Sports Complex. And the top of the order due up here for the Lady Lions. It'll be Sydney Parks, Raven Kaiser, and Brady Weatherman to lead off the home half of inning number 3. Like I said, we'll keep you up to date on other games happening around the bracket. And here, it's just right across the complex, as there is another matchup brewing between Beloit and Plainville that sees the Lady Trojans up 3-0. Here it's a scoreless ball game as this pitch misses high. Sydney Parks looking to set the table for the second time today. So far in this game, we have had 7 base runners, but Sydney Parks is the only player with a hit. Got on a line drive that she took off of Moore. Since then, though, Moore has settled in. It's recorded a couple of walks, but 3 strikeouts as well. And here gets herself right back in the count at 2-2. 2-2 offering on its way. A little excuse me swing there from Sydney Parks. I think halfway between wanting to check her swing there and wanting to actually get a piece of it. And we'll send it harmlessly back to the screen. Just as a reminder, we'll also have coverage of the next game here on this field. Get you a little more information on that in a moment. But here the 2-2 is going to be taken down the line. Oh, what a snag there from Coach Weatherman down the third base line. Doesn't even need a glove. Parks digs back in. 2-2 pitch comes in, almost hits her. Instead will fill the count. Sydney Parks has been one of the more patient hitters across the board. 23 walks this season. And make it 24 as she will take her base. Sydney Parks is on base with nobody out for the second time today. So a runner aboard for Raven Kaiser, who grounded into a fielder's choice her first time up. Here squares to bunt, pulls it back. Runner takes off for second. Good throw. It's going to be in time to get her. And Haas absolutely guns down Sydney Parks at second. That was an excellent throw. It was a decent jump, but you have to wonder how much they were relying on Kaiser to throw off the timing there of Haas. And Kenna Haas, absolutely unbothered, records the out at second. So it's 1 down, bases empty for Raven Kaiser, who's going to be swinging away now and will foul that off of her foot to fall behind 0-2. Trying to settle back in here. Again, looking to reset the table. Still scoreless about halfway through this one. Kaiser ready to go. Hits that right into the glove there. Picked up. Throw back across. Not in time. That's going to get by. It hits the runner. Harmlessly, though. And it's another runner aboard as Raven Kaiser's got the second hit of the day for the Lady Lions. So Brady Weatherman with an opportunity now to help her own cause in the circle. It's always great when you can get yourself a little run support. Trying to do just that with one away here in the home half of the third. Ellsworth looking to get out of this unscathed once again. And a pitch that misses high and away. Runner got caught between first and second. It's another good throw, but this one too far off the bag is going to allow Raven Kaiser, who is very fortunate to still be aboard at second. Boy, that was almost the second defensive assist of the inning for Haas. It's going to go down as a stolen base in the scorebook, which is one of those amusing things. But Weatherman now batting with a runner in scoring position as another pitch misses outside. I mean, Kaiser took such a big secondary that time, I don't think she had time to scamper back to first. Weatherman back at the dish, 2-0 pitch, misses high, and all of a sudden the count goes to 3-0. And if you know one thing, it's that Brady Weatherman is going to be taking all the way here. I would be shocked if the bat comes off that shoulder. And she will watch the first pitch go in for a strike. Not a bad idea, though. You take the free pass on 4 balls if they're going to give it to you. So it's Weatherman squaring back up here. The 3-1 pitch is taken back up the middle, caught there by Moore, throw to first in time. And the second out of the inning is recorded by Emma Moore. It's 2 down for Shelby Davidson. Davidson once again going to have a chance to bat with a runner in scoring position. Both teams trying to get that all-important first run. First pitch on its way, misses high and outside. I'm not sure if Moore is trying to be more cautious with the strike zone the second time through the order or if she's just missed her spots. A lot of batters getting ahead. Davidson, though, takes this to short. It is picked up. The throw back to first is in time. And that is the third out of the inning recorded by Lindsley. We'll step away. We go to the fourth, still scoreless here on Salina Post.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
For over 90 years, when people go car shopping, they've been coming to Marshall Motors in Salina. Hi, this is Dan at Marshall Motors. The world has changed, but the way we do business remains the same. We promise you the right price, no pressure, and to be your trusted dealership for sales and service. For over 90 years, we've been treating people the way we want to be treated and watching them drive away with a smile and a great ride. Come see us in South Salina at Marshall Motors. We keep life moving.
Welcome back in here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Proud to be presenting some postseason softball. And with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket here. Again, 8 teams come to the Hoisington Regional. Only 1 team will leave. That team will be headed to the state tournament coming your way a little bit later. And again, we will have coverage of the next game here on this very field. The winner of Minneapolis and Ellsworth will get the winner of Southeast of Saline and Russell. We talked earlier about the number of NCAA league schools that are at this tournament, but there's a bonus one in there, if you will. It's Russell, a former NCAA league team. Left the conference about 3 years ago, I believe. And the Lady Broncos have had a bit of a rough campaign. They will have their hands full with Southeast of Saline. Again, just a notice for you. We'll have coverage of that one about 25 minutes after the conclusion here. But right now, it's a scoreless ball game as we go to the fourth, and it's Kenna Haas, Joe Lindsley, and Peyton Tenbrink, your 3 due up for the Lady Bearcats, as this pitch in for a called strike will bring the count to 3-1. You get the feeling no matter what happens, this is going to be Weatherman's game from start to finish. Minneapolis has tossed 104 innings this year as this ball falls foul. So 104 total innings pitched by Minneapolis this season. Brady Weatherman has accounted for 91 of those this year. Of course, you also wonder if the field dimensions perhaps change things a bit here in Great Bend. Softball fencing is out there. But right now it's a 3-2 count. The payoff pitch misses low, and it's a walk issued to Kenna Haas, the catcher. That is nobody out and a runner aboard, and once again Ellsworth in business with Joe Lindsley coming to the plate. Hits today have come at a premium. First pitch to Lindsley misses high and away. And now it's Weatherman struggling to locate the zone just a bit here. Just trying to rein it in, get herself back ahead as she takes on Lindsley for a second time. Got her to ground out to third her first time up here, induces a swing and a ball tipped foul back to the screen. So the count evens up at a ball and a strike. Try to keep you up to date on some other action happening around the state of Kansas too. Regional baseball and softball tournaments getting underway across the state of Kansas, although most of the action will take place tomorrow. But glad to be bringing you this one live here from Great Bend. 1-2 pitch, misses high and away. That's going to get by Doering. And Kenna Haas will move up on the wild pitch.
All right, girls, come on.
So Ellsworth once again with a runner in scoring position, trying to find a way to bring her across. This has been the sticking point for both teams today. Both sides stranding runners in scoring position. Here it's a ball fouled away back to the dugout. And the count stays at 2-2. Ellsworth and Minneapolis have each stranded 4 runners in this game, including 3 in scoring position. So both sides have had their opportunities. 2-2 to Lindsley, fouled away. Boy, Joe Lindsley doing a good job just fighting off these pitches. Weatherman has not made any effort to pitch around her. She's going right at her. And Lindsley doing her best just to keep the count alive and give herself a chance to pick out a mistake if she gets one. The third 2-2 from Weatherman. This ball popped up. That should stay on the infield as coming in, and Alderson can't make the catch. That is a disaster for Minneapolis as Joe Lindsley is going to be aboard here. It's 2 on, nobody out. And Peyton Tenbrink will be the next to grab a bat. It was a great opportunity for Minneapolis to record the first out. It's their second error committed on the day. And it's Ellsworth now trying to take advantage. Peyton Tenbrink will take the first pitch that she sees out to right. That's going to get down. It's in fair territory. They're going to wave the runner. Throw comes to the plate. They held her up. Now there's a traffic jam between third and second. There's going to be another traffic jam between first. And eating the ball is Doering, but I think that might have been the best call. It is going to let the bases be loaded here, but at the same time, nobody comes in to score. And you don't have the chaos that could have come with a bad throw. If that thing gets into center, you risk another runner coming in. But the base is now loaded for Ellsworth and nobody out for Alexis Moore. Kenna Haas takes her base at third. Joe Lindsley aboard at second. Peyton Tenbrink at first. And a big swing and a miss for Kelly Rodriguez. Rodriguez batting in the 7 hole here. 0-1 to Rodriguez. A little half-hearted check swing there that finds the ball, and the count goes to 0-2. In a great spot right now if you're Ellsworth. Just got to get something to the outfield. Anything should be deep enough for a sac fly. You see the corners pulled in just a little bit here, thinking about cutting down the runner at the plate. If anything is on the infield. Weatherman misses inside. Count goes to 1-2. Kelly Rodriguez reached on an error back in the second inning. The 1-2. That is taken to short. It's picked up by McClure, who tried to tag the runner, didn't get her, and everybody's safe. Kenna Haas is going to come in to score the first run of this game. Everybody else moves up a station. So it's Lindsley up to third. It's Tenbrink to second. And it's it's Kelly Rodriguez aboard at first on the second error of the inning. This ball lifted, should stay on the infield, and the catch is made as Reagan Coonrod records the out there. So a quick pop-up for an out. We'll now bring up Sammy Couch in the 9-hole. First pitch to Couch, in for a called strike. Still a great chance for the Lady Bearcats to break it open. Bases remain loaded, still only one away in the inning. Next pitch to Couch, fouled back here to the screen.
Come on, girls, let's go.
0-2 the count. Weatherman looking for a big strikeout here, at the very least trying to keep this on the infield. The 0-2 is fouled away. Some late changes to the lineup for Ellsworth have put Sammy Couch in this position. The senior looking for the biggest hit of her career, and she might have found it there. It's up the middle, but they're going to tag the bag. Nowhere to go. Minneapolis will trade the out for the run, but it's an RBI fielder's choice for Sammy Couch. And it's a 2-0 lead here for the Lady Bearcats. So Lindsley comes in to score the second run of the day. Tenbrink moves up to third. It's Rodriguez eliminated between first and second. Next pitch here, misses low. And the count is 1-2. Top of the order back up with Emma Moore, who's going to lace one up the left side. That gets through, and it'll drive in another run. Emma Moore has reached base safely all three of her at-bats today, and that, the biggest of all, an RBI single that's going to bring in Peyton Tenbrink. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-1 lead, or 3-0 lead here for Ellsworth. Good piece of hitting by Moore brings up Peyton Coonrod. First pitch to her, misses low. Runner caught once again between first and second. I think just trying to give Doering something to think about. And Doering having none of it. It's the right call. You let her have her antics between first and second if you want. Weatherman just looking for one more out here, as this has turned into a good inning for Ellsworth, but 3 runs not insurmountable. Minneapolis knows they can get that back. It's just a matter of making sure that nothing more goes on the board. If you're Ellsworth, you're looking to break this wide open. This pitch in for a called strike at the letters, and the count goes to 1-2. One, two, misses high. Actually, quick correction, the count now 3-1 here on Coonrod. Coonrod due for a big hit, 0 for 2 so far with a couple of infield groundouts. That one is going to get by. It takes the glove off of Doering's hand, and both runners are going to advance. So Sammy Couch will move to third. Emma Moore is up to second, and Peyton Coonrod with a great opportunity. And you just get the feeling this is the biggest at-bat of the day. Peyton Coonrod at the plate, a chance to make this potentially as much as a 5-run lead. Watches the pitch down low. For Weatherman, a chance to end the inning. This has been a fun battle so far today. Again, Coonrod laid down a sacrifice bunt back in the second, ran into her own bunt back in the first. And here we'll watch a strike inside to even the count at 1-1. Ellsworth trying to get some revenge after being swept earlier this season. Weatherman digs back in, the 1-1. And that gets by, but it will bounce back. It's the other thing here about the Great Bend Sports Complex. You've got chain link back there, but it is triple reinforced. So a chance that anything that gets by cleanly is going to bounce right back to the catcher instead of deadening against that chain link. It does not give a lot of opportunities to swipe home. 2-1. Foul back to the screen, and Brady Weatherman now just one good pitch away from getting out of the inning. If I'm not mistaken, 2 of the 3 runs that have scored will be of the unearned variety. Coonrod steps back to the dish, and she will lift one, drifting back towards the outfield grass. That gets down, and that will score 2. The Ellsworth Lady Bearcats break this wide open as Peyton Coonrod delivers a 2 RBI single, and it extends the lead even further. 5-0 Ellsworth here in the 4th. And that's going to prompt a meeting inside the circle following the RBI single. So Isabel Lindsley with the hit there to bring up Kenna Haas. And another ball laced up the right side. That gets through. It's going to score probably another run as that waves all the way to the fence. Haas turns. She's thinking about 3. It's going to score 2 more. The throw to third, not in time. And it's a triple for the Ellsworth Bearcats, who with that have batted all the way around the order. That is a huge, huge hit, and it's a 7-0 lead now for the Lady Bearcats. Everybody in to score now. Again, the base is clearing triple for Kenna Haas. Will score 2 more. And another ball chopped down the line. This time, though, it is foul. So Lindsley and Coonrod both come in to score on the play. But a 7 spot here in the inning for the Lady Bearcats. It's got them up in a big, big way, and they're thinking about more with another insurance run 60 feet away. Instead, it's a strikeout of Joe Lindsley, and that'll wrap up the inning, but not before Ellsworth explodes for 7 big runs. They take a massive lead here on our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at Salina.
Gabe with Sage Products in Salina, offering industrial strength products that get the job done right. We are featuring hospital-grade disinfectant sprays, wipes, and hand sanitizers to keep you safe this time of year. We carry toilet paper with a large assortment of hand towels. Check out our private line of colorful products like Mom's Streak-Free Glass Cleaner or our friendly Amazing Green Bowl Cleaner. Go online to sageselects.com, visit our 9th Street location in Salina, or call 309-1919.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians.
Welcome back here at the Great Bend Sports Complex. A 7 spot for Ellsworth in the top of the 4th has put the Lady Bearcats up big. Minneapolis with work to do, and it will be Ashley Alderson, Micah Darnay, and Bailey Randall Hurt. And speaking of Hurt, that is going to plunk Ashlyn and Alderson and a runner aboard at first. Well, it's a start here for Minneapolis to bring up Micah Darnay. And with the batter getting hit, now might be a good time to remind you the coverage of today's game brought to you by the Salina Pain Clinic. Head on down and see them for whatever ails you. 1-0 the count to Darnay. Today 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Minneapolis still searching for their first run of the contest and finding themselves in kind of a dangerous spot on the other side too. Down 7, just trying to get it back little by little though. There is no 7-run swing. Darnay trying to keep the line moving. We'll watch this pitch miss at the knees. And now the runner caught between first and second, but another throw that's going to get by will allow Ashlyn Alderson to move up 60 feet. Minneapolis has certainly had some base running adventures in this game. And that is going to prompt a quick chat as coming out to have a word is Kenny Cravens, head coach of the Lady Bearcats. Just across the way, it's a 4-0 lead for the Beloit Lady Trojans. They've got the lead over Plainville. Beloit comes in as the 3 seed in this year's Hoisington bracket, 14-7 for them. Plainville Stockton entered at 6-12. The winner of that game will face either the 2 seed in Hoisington at 18-6 or Smoky Valley, the 7 seed who came in today at 6-14. And again, just a reminder, the winner of this one will await the winner of the 1 seed southeast of Saline against the 8 seed in Russell. It's Micah Darnay back at the plate. Still nobody out in the inning, and that one lifted well out to straightaway center. Coonrod chases it back, looks up, and makes the catch. And it's 1 down here for the Lady Bearcats as they are able to record a quick out to bring up Bailey Randall Hurt. Randall Hurt today 0 for 1 with a strikeout, one of 3 victims at the hands of Moore. It's been a good day for Emma Moore for the most part. Again, she's gotten touched up for a couple of hits, but here induces a big swing and miss on an out-breaking pitch. Randall Hurt trying to dig back in and pick out one that she can drive. Five base runners for Minneapolis today. 3 walks, a hit batsman, and an infield single. And continuing to fight it off, but falling behind 0-2 here is Randall Hurt. She's got to be careful here, trying to avoid picking up a quick second out. Moore back in the circle, will deliver home the pitch, misses high and away. Easy enough to take there. I think Randall Hurt expecting something out of the zone, and she got it. Randall Hurt back in the box, ready to go. Next pitch, it's going to be a little flare shot. The catch made, the throw back to second, not in time. Trying to double off the runner, but it's 2 away here in the inning for Miley McClure. McClure so far today 0 for 1 with a pop-up to first. Good heads-up base running for Alderson to get back in time. Again, got caught leaning a little bit off the bag, but I think thought that one might have had a chance to fall. Dobrinsky able to glove it in time. Next pitch, misses low, and the count goes to 2-0. McClure trying to keep the inning rolling here for the Lady Lions. 2-0 pitch. That's going to come in and get her too. So 2 base runners, and then, well, the bat flipped back is also going to hit Michaela Doering, but she had the catcher's gear on. So she'll be all right. But 2 hit batsmen representing the 2 base runners here for Minneapolis. And it now falls to the 9-hole hitter, Michaela Doering, to try to find a way to extend this. First pitch misses high at the letters, 1-0 the count. Doering so far today, 0 for 1. Got a hold of one, but flew out to straightaway center. Next pitch missing low, and again, Emma Moore just trying to settle in and locate here. Doering a .346 hitter on the year, 10 driven in. Right now just trying to find her way aboard. And there's the first strike of the at-bat to bring the count back to 2-1. Big cut there. And a 2-2 count now faced by Michaela Doering. So far, no strikeouts for Moore the second time through the order. And that will continue as Doering gets a poke into left field. They are going to hold the runner up, and it's a good thing they did. That was a heck of a throw by Lindsley. Now the throw back to second, not in time. But the first hit of the inning belongs to Michaela Doering. And for the second time today, Minneapolis has got the bases loaded, this time with 2 away for Sydney Parks. And I believe we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in at first base. Just trying to see who that is. Got some help from up here, and we have, again, a pinch runner coming in for Minneapolis. It will be Avery Smith. So it's Smith in to run for Doering at first. Miley McClure at second. Ashlyn Alderson aboard at third, and a chance for the Lady Lions to get on the board in a big way. First pitch misses low, and I'll tell you what, this is who you want at the plate right now. Sydney Parks has already reached base twice today, a single and a walk. This time trying to bring a couple of runs in to score, as she will take this for a called strike, and the count is even at 1-1. Emma Moore, a senior for Ellsworth, knows how big this moment is. 1-2 the count. Senior on junior matchup. Parks trying to get the better of her senior. The 1-2. Misses away. Stopped there by Haas. And the count goes to 2-2. That's the other thing for Moore right now. She doesn't have anywhere to put Parks. It's going to have to come back and get her. And misses again. So here we go. Elimination ball game. Bases loaded, 2 away. Sydney Parks at the plate. The payoff pitch is fouled away. We'll do it again. High drama here in Great Bend. Minneapolis gave up a 7 spot in the top of the 4th. They've got their best chance to get a couple of those runs back right here. Moore looks in for the sign, delivers the 3-2. That's going to be slapped to short, picked up by Lindsley. Throw to first is in time. And for the second time today, the Lady Lions are going to leave them loaded. Ellsworth gets out of the inning unscathed. It's still 7-0 as we go to inning number 5 here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
Opus Plasma Skin Resurfacing at Salina Medical Aesthetics is similar to traditional laser skin treatments. It uses thermal energy to produce anti-aging results as opposed to traditional laser energy. There's minimal downtime, and each session only takes about 45 minutes. Most patients see a noticeable difference with just one procedure. Treat moderate to deep wrinkles, fine lines, sagging skin, rough patches, poor skin tone, and sunspots. Opus is a fantastic treatment for anti-aging. For a free consultation, contact Salina Medical Aesthetics and learn more at salinamedesthetics.org.
Springtime is here and we're on the go. Visit Commercial Tire Center and get ready to roll. We're driving more and more and getting ready for springtime activities. From the smallest lawnmower tires to passenger tires, farm tires, and the largest truck tires. Call Commercial Tire for repairs that aren't tire related. Our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Back here at the Great Bend Sports Complex, Ellsworth back to bat here in their half of the 5th. They sent 9 batters to the plate. Back in inning number 4, they scored 7 runs on the strength of 5 hits. They capitalized on 2 errors. They stranded just 1 on base, and they now find themselves up big, trying to extend that lead with Peyton Tembrink, Kelly Rodriguez, and Reagan Coonrod, your 3 due up here for the Lady Bearcats. Again, for Ellsworth, this game representing a chance to get some revenge. Minneapolis dominated the regular season series. They got a clean sweep with wins of 16-6 and 12-2. But I'm sure if you asked Ellsworth, they would have been content to lose the first couple of games 100-0 if it meant they could come back and get the win here in the regional quarterfinal. 2-0 on its way. That is hit sharply but foul across the way as Peyton Tenbrink is looking to continue her good run of luck here recently. Tenbrink so far today is 1 for 1, a hit and a run scored. Also reached on a walk and came around to third back in the second. Right now looking to set the table as this pitch misses high. And the count goes 2-3-1 here on the aforementioned Lady Bearcat first baseman. Tenbrink, part of that core at the top of the order that just kind of that set it and forget about it part of the lineup. The top 6 do not change a whole lot for Ellsworth. Payoff pitch on its way, misses well outside, and Peyton Tenbrink will take her base. It's the second walk of the day issued to Tenbrink. And another insurance run perhaps is aboard for Kelly Rodriguez. Rodriguez has had an interesting day at the plate. She's reached base twice on 2 errors. First pitch to her here is in for a called strike. Just finding ways to put the ball in play, letting the rest take care of itself. Middle infield back at double play depth right now. As this pitch is up and away, and it gets away from Doering. That's going to allow Tenbrink to move up 60 feet. More importantly, it takes the double play out of play. So another pass ball will move Peyton Tenbrink up. And Rodriguez with a chance to drive her in. The 1-1. It's another flare shot off the end of the bat. That's going to be in and out of the glove there of Alderson. Nothing she could do about that. And then moving up to take second is Rodriguez. Got to rule that one an infield single, I would think. Again, not a lot that Alderson could do. That is far from a traditional play. But either way, the result is the same. Peyton Tenbrink moves up. This ball is popped up high in the air, and this time the catch is made by Alderson, who will retire Reagan Coonrod to bring up Sammy Couch. It's a big out. Picked up here, the first of the inning for Minneapolis. And now things turn over to Crouch, who is 0 for 2. Or Couch, who is 0 for 2. And maybe approaching 0 for 3 as that ball picked up by Alderson, the throw to first in time. 2 quick outs on 2 pitches, both recorded by the Lady Lion third baseman. And with 2 down, it's now falls to Emma Moore to try to get herself a little more run support here. Moore's had a good day at the plate. She has reached on a walk, singled and scored, driven a run as well. Officially 1 for 2 with a walk today. Stolen base into the mix as well. Trying to get herself even more run support right now. Her team with a 7-0 lead. So this pitch misses high and away. And the count goes 2-2-0. Talked a little bit earlier in the broadcast about just the raw patience of Emma Moore. Does not get caught chasing often. Here, gets out in front of one. Davidson is able to squeeze it, and Minneapolis is out of the inning without a run allowed. But still a 7-0 Ellsworth lead here from the Great Bend Sports Complex.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
To the home half of the fifth we go. It'll be Raven Kaiser, Brady Weatherman, and Shelby Davidson due up here for the Lady Lions, trying to get something, anything on the board. They trail 7-0. And all of that damage for Ellsworth done in one fell swoop. They scored 7 back in the fourth as this ball hit off the end of the bat, but a good chase down catch made by Dobrinsky. And that is one away as Raven Kaiser is retired. Didn't miss a bloop single by much there, but could not quite get it out far enough, and that will bring Brady Weatherman back to the plate. Weatherman reached on a walk back in the first inning. Here watches the first pitch high. 4 free passes issued to Minneapolis. That's something we heard from Coach Weatherman as well. He said, thought this team has done a much better job at the plate in terms of their approach as this ball hit off the nub of the bat. And it's another quick out recorded by Ellsworth as Brady Weatherman grounds out back to the pitcher. Good efficiency here as well. 2 pitches, 2 outs for Emma Moore. So 2 up, 2 down. And now it falls to Shelby Davidson to try to keep this 5th inning alive. First pitch from Moore misses outside. That's where she got Davidson to chase a couple back in the first inning. Davidson today 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. 1-0 popped up. This should stay on the infield. Tenbrink calling everybody off, but nobody listened. Boy, Tenbrink was calling for that ball the whole way. You saw Dobrinsky come over and try to make the catch instead. And it's going to be the first error of the day committed by Ellsworth. It puts Shelby Davidson aboard at first, and it brings Ashlyn Alderson to the plate. Just a crazy sequence across the board. First pitch here is high for ball 1 to Ashlyn Alderson. Alderson today has reached base twice without the strength of a hit. A walk and a hit by pitch. And a back pick attempt, not going to be in time to get Davidson. So 2-0 the count here to Alderson. The Lady Lion third baseman trying to start the party here. Takes a big cut and comes up empty. Makes the count 2-1. If they can get to her, Micah Darnay stands ready in the on-deck circle. Ellsworth trying to avoid giving her an at-bat, and that's a good start. The runner is going to move up here as that ball gets away. So Davidson will move up on the passed ball. Alderson, like I said, reached twice already, still looking for her first hit. The 2-2. In there for a called strike 3, and that will wrap up the 5th. Minneapolis strands another in scoring position, and we go to inning number 6. Still a 7-0 lead for Ellsworth here on our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
For over 90 years, when people go car shopping, they've been coming to Marshall Motors in Salina. Hi, this is Dane at Marshall Motors. The world has changed, but the way we do business remains the same. We promise you the right price, no pressure, and to be your trusted dealership for sales and service. For over 90 years, we've been treating people the way we want to be treated and watching them drive away with a smile and a great ride. Come see us in South Salina at Marshall Motors. We keep life moving.
Peyton Coonrod, Isabel Lindsley, and Kenna Haas, your 3 due up here to lead off the 6th for the Lady Bearcats. Ellsworth looking for a little more insurance, but again, they lead at 7-0 on the strength of a big 4th inning. Just across the way, Beloit continues to build a picket fence. They're averaging about a run an inning. They lead 6-0 in the 6th. Again, they will advance to play the winner of Hoisington and Smoky Valley. That game coming your way about 30 minutes after the conclusion of the other game number 1. Here it's Minneapolis looking to get some runs back, but first they've got to keep runs off the board. And to her credit, Brady Weatherman has settled in and recorded some quick outs. She did give up a couple of free runners near the top of the inning in the 5th, but since then, again, has recorded a couple of quick ones. And here will miss her spot, and the count goes to 3-0. Trying to avoid putting Peyton Coonrod on for free. Coonrod today is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Weatherman's 3-0 delivery down the pipe, but again, a smart take there from Peyton Coonrod. Not going to offer at anything she didn't need to. With 3-1, though, the green light going to be flicked on for Coonrod. See if she can pick out a pitch to drive here. Weatherman back to work in the circle. 3-1 pitch, fouled back to the screen, and the count is full. Big contrast in the makeup of these two teams. Taking a look at Ellsworth, it is a squad that is senior heavy. You've got 7 seniors in this lineup. Meanwhile, for Minneapolis, just a pair of seniors who will be graduating this year. And a walk issued here to Peyton Coonrod puts the leadoff runner aboard for the 2nd time in as many innings. Matter of fact, the 3rd time in as many innings, dating back to the 4th. So Isabel Lindsley will grab a bat now for the 4th time today. And a ball that gets away is going to allow Peyton Coonrod to move up and take second. Lindsley had a loud 2 RBI single and then came in to score one of the 7 runs back in the 4th inning. Runner now in scoring position. And a strike at the knees called to even the count at 1-1. Kenna Haas, who had the 2 RBI triple, stands ready in the on-deck circle. Right now, though, the 1-1 pitch is slapped up the middle. That has a chance to get through, and it will. That's going to score a run, and it's an RBI knock, as moving up now to take second is Isabel Lindsley. Boy, heads up base running. Lindsley waited to see where that ball was going to go. I believe ruled a single that time, but yeah, Coonrod comes in to score. It's another RBI for Lindsley. And Ellsworth picks up their 8th run of the day. Kenna Haas, who had the hardest hit ball of the day, stands at ready now. Haas has reached twice today, coming to score on one of them, has driven in 2 runs herself. That ball hit well out to center field, and it's going to be under Randall Hurt, who made the dive but could not quite get there in time. So it's another base hit here for the Lady Bearcats, and they've got runners at the corners with nobody out. A walk and 2 singles will bring Joe Lindsley back to the plate. Lindsley today is 0 for 2, a strikeout, a ground out, reached on an error, came in to score. Here squares to bunt. They'll fake the throw back down to second. Nobody covering the bag, though. Easy read for Isabel Lindsley. And Kenna Haas will take second with a stolen base. So 2 more insurance runs in scoring position now for Joe Lindsley, who's going to poke one into left field. That gets down. It'll score 1. They will hold the runner up. And it's another for the Lady Bearcats, who keep the runs coming. An RBI single for Joe Lindsley. Ellsworth just got activated back in the 4th inning, and they have not let up. Lindsley scores her sister as Isabel comes in. Runner here once again will take off for second. Kenna Haas moves up to 3rd with that stolen base. Joe Lindsley is now aboard at second. It's Peyton Tenbrink at the plate. Tenbrink has reached safely in all 3 of her plate appearances. And is going to make it 4 for 4. That ball taken into the gap in right center field. It'll 1-hop to the fence. That'll score 2 runs. And Peyton Tenbrink is going to hold up at second with a bases clearing RBI stand-up double. Good stuff out of Peyton Tenbrink, who has reached all 4 times and has now put the Lady Lions down to their last 3 outs. 10-run advantage. It's going to prompt a meeting in the circle here. Again, Haas and Lindsley both coming in to score on the 2 RBI double. And it'll be Kelly Rodriguez at the plate next here for the Lady Bearcats. But again, all of this damage in 2 big innings. 7 runs back in the 4th, 4 more here in the 6th, and Ellsworth is well on their way to a spot in the semifinals tomorrow afternoon. As a reminder, tomorrow's semifinal game will be played at 3 o'clock, and we will have coverage of that one no matter who comes out of the other side of the bracket, so be sure to tune into Salina Post for that one. Here's a big swing and a miss for Kelly Rodriguez. Rodriguez has reached base safely in all 3 of her at-bats as well. She reached on 2 errors and an infield single. Ellsworth looking for even more here. Again, they lead by double digits. And this ball golfed up the right side will be picked by Davidson, who tags the bag. That's 1 down to bring up Reagan Coonrod. Actually, I think we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Peyton Tenbrink moved up to 3rd in the chaos. And Madeline Dobrinsky, today's flex, is going to grab a bat here and take her first at bat of the day in place of Reagan Coonrod. So Madeline Dobrinsky in for Coonrod, who was 0 for 3. Dobrinsky with a chance to bring in another run with Tenbrink 60 feet away. First pitch is in for a called strike. I'll say this too for Minneapolis. It's a team that took a step in the right direction this year. They're only going to lose 2 seniors. So even if this ends up being the end of the line for Minneapolis, this is a Lady Lion team. It's going to have a chance to come back with a lot of the core pieces from this year's team, and actually 3 seniors on this Lady Lion squad. But a chance to bring back a lot of talent for next year's team. Here, a swing and a miss. Weatherman collects another strikeout. Dobrinsky down on 3 pitches, and it's 2 down for Sammy Couch. Couch today 0 for 3, a strikeout and 2 groundouts. Swings over the top of this and falls behind at 0-1. Gets some instruction there from her third base coach, who is Kenny Cravens, the head coach of the team. So this one misses inside, and the count goes even at a ball and a strike. For Weatherman, only the 2nd strikeout of the day, as the 1-1 will get her 1 pitch away from her 3rd. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brady Weatherman trying to keep that 12th run off the board. One-two now on its way, and it's fought off there by Couch, who will keep herself alive in the count. And as far as we have been told, the action here from the Hoisington Regional will shift back to Hoisington High School tomorrow for the semifinal and championship rounds. 1-2 here from Weatherman is once again fouled away. Couch doing a good job of battling, hanging tough, and trying to help her team extend the lead out even further. If they can flip the book, Emma Moore stands in the on-deck circle, the leadoff hitter, trying to get a 5th at bat on the day. Another 1-2, and this one is swung on and missed. Sammy Couch is down swinging for the 2nd time today, and that'll take us to the home half of the 6th. Minneapolis down to their final 3 outs unless they can find a pair of runs. We'll have it when we return on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Gabe with Sage Products in Salina, offering industrial strength products that get the job done right. We are featuring hospital-grade disinfectant sprays, wipes, and hand sanitizers to keep you safe this time of year. We carry toilet paper with a large assortment of hand towels. Check out our private line of colorful products like Mom's Streak-Free Glass Cleaner or our friendly Amazing Green Bowl Cleaner. Go online to sageselects.com, visit our 9th Street location in Salina, or call 309-1919.
Micah Darnay, Bailey Randall Hurt, and Miley McClure representing the final hopes here for the Lady Lions. And, well, there you go. Micah Darnay is able to reach base on a hit-by-pitch. So one aboard here for the Lady Lions. Again, it's not the 7th inning, but with a 10-run lead, the 10 after 5 rule is in effect if Ellsworth can find a way to string together a couple of quick hits or quick outs. Bailey Randall Hurt, who is 0 for 2, is at the dish now. A strikeout and a pop-out for her coming back in the 5th. Another inning of work here, once again, for Emma Moore. Moore's been really good in the circle today, save for the free passes she has issued. She has hit 3 batters and walked 2, but she's only allowed 2 hits all day. The 1-1. Big swing and a miss, gets ahead, 1-2. Tried a quick throw back to first. Nothing doing that time, though. Darnay not exactly creeping too far off the bag. I think Minneapolis understands the value of the base runners right now, as another ball is fought back to the screen. Somebody's got the phone recorder over there. That's a risky move. 1-2 the count, though, to Bailey Randall Hurt, trying to keep her team's hopes alive here in the 6th, and will fight off another pitch. It's a good battle here. Moore has not been a high-volume strikeout pitcher this year. 52 Ks in 58 innings of work. So to be fair, a little over or a little under a strikeout per inning. Just been on that pace here today. A rise ball up will miss. Randall Hurt will leave it there, and the count goes even at 2-2. Miley McClure in the on-deck circle, also guaranteed an at-bat as another pitch misses low and inside, and the count goes full at 3-2. Payoff on the way. That's lifted out to right. Tracking it back is Moore. She falls down, and it's going to fall just in front of her. Everybody moving up here. Darnay's going to find her way to third. So the cutoff comes in. It's going to be ruled a hit. And now they're going to have to make sure that Moore out and right is okay. That's not the sight you want to see, no matter who you're a fan of here. As Moore was just tracking it back, and then went down. Ball almost landed right on top of her, but unfortunately for her, it landed a good foot in front, and she has not yet stood up. So obviously we hope that she is okay. And matter of fact, while they get her tended to, we'll take a quick break. Remains an 11-0 Ellsworth lead here on our Salina Regional Game of the Week.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
Back here on our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week, and right now out in right field you see Moore getting helped off. We hope obviously that she is okay. Actually, quick correction, Sammy Couch out in right field. And we'll see who Ellsworth brings in to replace her. Obviously priority number 1, making sure that she's all right, but for Ellsworth, hoping that Couch is also going to be available for tomorrow's contest. But we will see again who gets sent out in her place, as I would imagine this is going to be the end of the day for Sammy Couch. In the meantime, a single for Bailey Randall Hurt. That's going to be the ruling, and then she'll move up to second. Micah Darnay moves up to third. So 2 in scoring position here for Minneapolis with Miley McClure coming to bat. And they will get the substitution sorted. will the Lady Bearcats. Ominous clouds continuing to play off to the right side of the Great Bend Sports Complex. Again, I want to say a special thank you to the Great Bend Sports Complex for accommodating today's Hoisington Regional as the games were washed out in Hoisington with rain earlier in the day. And I'm not sure. I'm guessing what's taking so long is the switch that was made, because don't forget, well, no, that wouldn't be it either. Yeah, we'll just continue to keep an eye on what's going on out that way. On the other side of the bracket, the Beloit Lady Trojans hold a 7-0 lead over Plainville. And it looks like that game has, in fact, gone final. So the first team to advance here in the Hoisington Regional will be the Beloit Lady Trojans. One NCAA team moving on, another guaranteed to move on, as both of these teams are coming out from the same league. And now a meeting between the Minneapolis coaches. Between the DP and the flex and everything else, softball switches can get complicated, but it looks like we have sorted it out, and Reagan Coonrod, the freshman, will head out and I believe take over in right field, and she will. So Reagan Coonrod out in right. See if Moore wants to take some warm-up pitches here. And I'll listen in here for the umpire. Okay. So it looked like Ellsworth didn't have a sub, but due to injury, a player going to move down a spot. Again, that's one of the few exceptions you can make to that rule, but we are ready to resume. Miley McClure is at the plate. Corners are pulled in, trying to cut the runner down at the plate. Moore did not request any warm-up pitches, and boy, it looks like she doesn't need them as she's right back to the well with strike one. Ellsworth looking for 3 more outs to wrap this one up in 6. Quick throw back to second, not in time. Again, it was a hit by pitch for Micah Darnay, who stands at third. It was a single out to right for Bailey Randall Hurd, who stands aboard at second. And it's an outside pitch that brings the count to 2-1 here on Miley McClure. McClure was hit by a pitch herself back in the third inning, as this one will miss outside, and the count goes to 3-1. But other than that, McClure 0 for 1 with an infield pop-up. 3-1 called strike on the inner half, and that will fill the count at 3-2. Payoff pitch from Emma Moore. Big swing and a miss, strike 3. It'll be the 5th strikeout of the day. And the Ellsworth Lady Bearcats are 2 outs away from punching a ticket to the semifinal round. Ellsworth trying to pull the upset in the 4-5 matchup. Michaela Doring at the plate now, 1 for 2 today. Watches the first pitch, in for a called ball at the knees. Doring reached on a single back in the 4th. Popped out to center field back in the 2nd. And here watches a strike at the letters. The count goes even at 1-1. Moore starting to work at a good pace here. And does not come home with the full windmill windup. And that's thrown a lot of hitters off, but that was another thing that we heard from Coach Weatherman. He said, you know, the more times they face Moore, the better and more comfortable they get seeing that different windup approach. This will miss outside. Count goes to 3-1. Second time we've seen that in as many at-bats. McClure ended up falling back behind and striking out. Doring is going to smash one into the gap in left center field. That's going to take 1 hop. It'll score 2 runs. And Ellsworth is going to throw this in. It's going to be a bases clearing stand-up double for Michaela Doring. And the Lady Lions are on the board here in the 6th. It's an 11-2 ball game. And we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in at second base as Avery Smith is on to run for Michaela Doring. But new life injected into the Lady Lions, who find themselves still down big, but chipping away at this lead. More importantly, Minneapolis has bought themselves another inning. Run rule taken out of effect here as this pitch misses, or no, called strike inside, 0-2 the new count on Sydney Parks. Parks today a walk, a single, and a ground out, and lifts one herself out to center, but Peyton Coonrod is able to look up and make the catch for out number 2. So Raven Kaiser, for the fourth time today, will grab a bat. Kaiser is 1 for 3, an infield single, a fielder's choice, and a check swing on strike 1 here. Moore starting to attack the zone even more aggressively than she had been. 0-2 is going to be laced right to Ten Brink, and that will put a stop to the 6th inning. But Minneapolis buys themselves 3 more outs. They strike for 2. It's an 11-2 ball game as we go to the 7th here on our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
Opus Plasma Skin Resurfacing at Salina Medical Aesthetics is similar to traditional laser skin treatments. It uses thermal energy to produce anti-aging results as opposed to traditional laser energy. There's minimal downtime, and each session only takes about 45 minutes. Most patients see a noticeable difference with just one procedure. Treat moderate to deep wrinkles, fine lines, sagging skin, rough patches, poor skin tone, and sunspots. Opus is a fantastic treatment for anti-aging. For a free consultation, contact Salina Medical Aesthetics and learn more at salinamedesthetics.org.
Springtime is here and we're on the go. Visit Commercial Tire Center and get ready to roll. We're driving more and more and getting ready for springtime activities. From the smallest lawnmower tires to passenger tires, farm tires, and the largest truck tires. Call Commercial Tire for repairs that aren't tire related. Our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Welcome back into regional quarterfinal action, the 4-5 matchup between the Minneapolis Lady Lions and the Ellsworth Lady Bearcats. It was all Ellsworth up until the 6th inning, but finally Minneapolis able to get on the board. They prevent the run rule shortened loss, and it is now Ellsworth looking to add more here with the top of the order due up. Emma Moore, Peyton Coonrod, and Isabel Lindsley are your 3 due up for the Lady Bearcats. First pitch from Brady Weatherman is in for a called strike here to Emma Moore. Moore so far today, a single, a walk, and 2 infield pop-ups. She's also driven in a run and come around to score herself. Next pitch, it's going to be taken to short, picked up by McClure, but the throw across is not in time. And another error is going to put a runner on for free here for Ellsworth, who's got the leadoff runner aboard for the 4th time in this contest. That'll bring Peyton Coonrod back to the plate. Peyton today, a walk, a single, 2 runs scored, a sac bunt, and the old 2U on a ball that she bunted into herself. Back pick attempt down the line, not in time to get the speedy Emma Moore. Coonrod takes a look over to her head coach, stands back into the box, ready to face the next pitch from Brady Weatherman. And this ball popped up, drifting into foul territory, leaping up but unable to make the catch is Davidson. And the count evens at 1-1. So everything even right now on the board. 11-2 our score. Ellsworth with the lead. And the leadoff runner aboard here in the 7th. The 1-1. Runner takes off for second. Throw down not in time to get the speedy Emma Moore. That is Moore's second stolen base of the day. Two-one, taken down the line, but foul. Another pick, a little bit less impressive this time, but a good textbook fielding play by Kenny Cravens down the line. Doesn't even need a glove. It's a real pro out there. Here it's Peyton Coonrod at the plate, a 2-2 count. Weatherman will deliver the pitch, and that's going to get by. It goes 5-hole on Doring And Emma Moore moves up 60 more feet.
You're all right, girl. Let's go, Lions.
Lady Lions just looking to record 3 quick outs and get their bats back up, trying to keep the deficit to the 9 runs that it currently stands at right now. As a reminder, we mentioned it to you earlier today, we'll have another game coming your way on the Salina Post. Southeast of Saline taking on Russell. That one coming your way 25 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Here, it's a ball chopped to Alderson. Picks it up. The throw to first is going to pull the first baseman off the bag. The throw home not in time. That gets away. Coonrod's going to turn. She'll take second. And in all the chaos, the 12th run of the day restores the double-digit lead here to the Lady Bearcats as Peyton Coonrod is aboard for the 3rd time in this contest. Another miscue that time. Allows another runner to move up into scoring position. And a ball that is going to be slapped to short, picked up by McClure. This time the throw to first is good. The throw back to third is not in time to catch Coonrod. So it is 1 down here on the 6-3 putout. And if you think that Ellsworth is thinking about being merciful here, I've got other news for you. Bearcats were on the receiving end of a pair of beatings earlier this year. Like I said, 16-6 and 12-2. Minneapolis in a clean sweep early in the season. But, boy, these two teams have seen so much of each other over the years. And the all-league matchup going the way of the Lady Bearcats so far. Pitch misses outside here from Weatherman. 2-1 the count to Kenna Haas. Boy, Kenna Haas has had a great day. She's reached 3 times today. She's come in to score twice. She's driven in 2 runs. A single, a triple, and a walk. Also a stolen base just for good measure as that ball gets through. That's going to deaden on the chain link, and the run comes in to score. Peyton Coonrod is in on the passed ball. And it's a 13-2 lead here for the Lady Bearcats. So the base is empty for Kenna Haas. Still just 1 away in the inning. And a chopper back to Weatherman. Going to be picked up. The throw to first is in time. And that is 2 down here for the Lady Lions. Joe Lindsley back to bat once again. A single, an error reached on today. 2 runs scored, a strikeout, and a ground out into the mix as well. Weatherman looking for 1 more out, and she may have it. McClure picks it up. The throw to first is in time, and that will put a stop to the top of the 7th, but not before Ellsworth finds 3 more runs. They lead at 13-2, looking for 3 more outs to close it out when we come back here on Salina Post.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Heart of the order represents the last hope here for the Minneapolis Lady Lions as we enter the home half of the 7th. It'll be Brady Weatherman, Shelby Davidson, and Ashlyn Alderson on to face Emma Moore, who's put together a fantastic outing to this point in the contest. She's allowed just the 2 runs in 6 innings, and here's a ball stung well by Weatherman, but right into the glove of Reagan Coonrod. That is 1 down here in the inning for the Lady Bearcats. Shelby Davidson, the next to grab a bat here. Davidson 0 for 2. Did reach on an error back in the 5th. just trying to find her way aboard. Again, you can't get them all back at once, and it's going to be a ball popped up. It's got a chance to fall. It's going to be off the mid of Timbrink. So that is an infield single for Shelby Davidson. And Minneapolis still alive here with a runner aboard and Ashlyn Alderson at the plate. Alderson today has reached base twice. She's still looking for her first hit. A walk and a hit by pitch, also a strikeout on the day, so officially is 0 for 1, but again has reached twice. 1-0 the count here. Moore trying to close this out. Corners playing in. It's another ball hit well, but drifting over to make the catch this time is the other of the two Coonrod sisters in the outfield. Peyton in center will make the catch, and it's 2 down here in the 7th. The Lady Bearcats 1 out away from punching their ticket to the regional semifinals tomorrow afternoon. Micah Darnay represents the last hope for the Lady Lions. First pitch to her, laced up the middle. That's going to get through for a single. It'll be picked up by Coonrod. So 2 aboard here for the Lady Lions. Still a lot of work to do, and no room for error the rest of the way. As Bailey Randall Hurt will stride to the dish now. Randall Hurt today, a strikeout, a pop-out, a single, and a run scored. Trying to keep this line moving here for the Lady Lions. First pitch to her, swung on and missed. Advantage turns to Emma Moore. Moore back to the circle, next pitch high and away, evens the count at a ball and a strike. Easy enough take there for Randall Hurt. Only 5 strikeouts today for Moore, but her defense has done a good job of picking her up. As this pitch misses inside, Randall Hurt will take a look. Count goes to 2-1. Miley McClure, if they can get to her, stands in the on-deck circle. The 2-1 pitch also misses away. Good stop there by Haas. And honestly, I don't think Kenna Haas has gotten enough credit. She has been a wall behind the plate today. She's made some really critical stops that have kept runs off the board. The 3-1 also misses high and away. It's going to be a walk to load the bases. Bailey Randall Hurt will take her base. And Minneapolis with the bases loaded for Miley McClure. The Lady Lions have had their opportunities today. They've stranded 9 runners. Here's one taken up the middle. That's going to get through. That should score at least 1 run. They will hold the runner up. And the line does, in fact, continue to move. Miley McClure with an RBI single. Minneapolis still down to their final out, but not dead yet. And Michaela Doring, who, don't forget, had a 2 RBI double just 1 inning ago, will get an at-bat here and foul the first pitch that she sees back away. So the Lady Lions back within 10. Doring at the plate, top of the order, due up next. Emma Moore trying to end this right here and right now. The 0-1 misses high and away. Bases still loaded with Lady Lions. It's Darnay at third, Randall Hurt at second, Miley McClure aboard at first. 1-1 pitch, misses high and away. Once again, Moore's got nowhere to put Michaela Doring, who is 2 for 3 today. 2-1 to Doring. Tips it foul. This has been a highly anticipated matchup since the bracket came out. 2 league rivals. And the Ellsworth Lady Bearcats, 1 good pitch away from putting this to bed. Emma Moore's 2-2. Drop ball high, full count. These are the at-bats that dreams are made of. Bases loaded, 2 away, bottom of the 7th. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Ellsworth Lady Bearcats are moving on to the regional semifinal Ellsworth will play southeast of Saline or Russell. They get the win in this one. Your final score, 13-3, here from the Great Bend Sports Complex. We'll step away for a 25-minute break, but when we come back, it's Game 2 of our 2-game set. We'll have coverage of southeast of Saline taking on Russell. That is next here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week and the Salina Post Sports Network.